How to make a custom stock for your Crosman Challenger, presented by Paul's Custom Targets. Hi, Paul Porch from Paul's Custom Targets. I'm sitting out here on the deck at the Fortress of Pelitude having a few thoughts. A few years ago, I bought a Crosman Challenger. It's a 10-meter gun. I bought the gun for a good discount while I was at the Crosman All-American Challenge. This is a field target event that's put on in Rochester, New York each year. Well, one of the problems I had was the gun was extremely accurate. Every bit as accurate as my FTP 900 or my Steyr LG 110. However, the only problem I had with it was this. As you can see, the stock is not too bad, maybe for a 10-meter shooter, but for field target it was totally unsuitable. So I decided I'm going to try and make one from a block of wood. I've done inletted stocks before that were partial, but I wanted to make one from scratch and see how it would come out. This is my end result. A much more ergonomic design. It fits me perfect. It came out pretty good, and yes, it's got a lot of shine to it, but you would think it would be a difficult project to do. However, it actually wasn't very hard at all. The hard part is figuring it all out and design what you want. So I drew it out on a piece of wood that I bought and I made my stock. So now I'm going to take you out to the shop and I'm going to show you how to do it and show you just how easy it really is. So if you want to make your own stock for whatever gun, piston, PCP, Springer, here's a way you can do it and make it simple using simple tools. Let's go. First you need to choose a blank to make your stock from. I chose the curly maple. First I used the bandsaw to cut out the general shape after I drew it on the block. Next I used a Forstner bit in order to drill the hole for the thumb hole. I cut the grip area out with the bandsaw. Using a router table and a roundover bit, I made the inlet for the action and the barrel. You use a chisel in order to get the tolerance very close. You don't want it to be too loose in the stock. The stock and the action should fit about halfway down into the blank. Using chisels and a file sander, that's the easiest way to make the finger grips. After the finger grips are cut out, you have to go around with your hand and sandpaper in order to get everything smooth. It's a tedious process, but it's well worth it in the end. I wanted to add a little pizzazz to the stock, so I had a piece of mahogany that I cut to use for the foregrip end cap. Using dowels and wood glue, I attached it to the stock. To make the fore-end riser, I just cut it where I needed it to be. I couldn't find suitable hardware for the hamster, so I decided to make my own. I used some scrap aluminum and stainless steel rods to do this. I hated the plastic knobs I used from the hardware store, so I had a friend of mine make them in aluminum for me. For the cheek riser, I found it cheaper from Australia than anywhere else in the world. Go figure. Now came all the urethane coats, the hanging to dry, and the time to wait. But the end product turned out pretty good for me. I bought a stippling tool from Brownells in order to try my hand at it. It only takes a few simple shop tools in order to make a stock from a blank. Don't be afraid, give it a shot. You'll be surprised how well you can do.